Amazon search engine optimization is probably one of the most underrated tactics for Amazon sellers to rank for keywords. And the reason being is because it's so easy to overlook just the minute of detail sometimes to ensure that you're showing up for search queries. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make sure that the SEO for your Amazon listing is fully optimized so that way you can know for certainty that you're going to be showing up in the Amazon algorithm and ranking for keywords like you should be. But before I get into that, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Sebastian and I share a ton of awesome tidbits and hacks for Amazon sellers to improve their Amazon business. So if you want more content like this, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and joining my private Facebook group where we share collectively all the best and latest tips and tricks that are working today for Amazon sellers. Alright, so one of the very first ways you can optimize your Amazon SEO is by editing the file names for your images. So basically the way it's going to work is you can use a tool like Canva, for example, and with Canva you can resize your images and you can name your images. And what you want to name your images would preferably be some of your main keywords. So it works fairly simply actually, and the way the SEO data, it's a little more subtle, but it's a lot easier to grasp because when you're basically downloading an image for, you got your product images, your photographer sends them to you, you upload them to Amazon. The file name for the images themselves usually will have some sort of an obscure number or name like 123.png or something like that. And though it seems, very irrelevant at first, some of those smallest tweaks can give your listing just a little bit of an SEO boost that you might need to get your product indexed faster for keywords and also to rank faster for keywords. Just by simply having your main keyword phrases as the file name for your product images. So instead of it being obscure letters and numbers, it'll be keywords.png. So what we're experimenting with here is the Amazon ranking algorithm. The more keyword juice you can push into your listing, for example, like with enhanced brand content, we know that enhanced brand content, the images produce SEO results when they ask you to type in your metadata. So we're applying that same logic from enhanced brand content to just your standard Amazon images right now. And again, you can do this, just download them to your computer and rename the files and upload them back to Amazon, or you can resize them if you want and use a tool like Canva to take care of this for you. All right, so the second way that you can boost the SEO for your Amazon listing is by ensuring that you have the correct keywords in your backend. A lot of sellers don't know this, but if your keywords are not in your backend, you're not going to rank and you're not going to index for those keywords when customers are typing in their query. And so even though you might have it on your front end, if the keywords themselves individually are not in the back end, you're not going to rank for those keywords. And we've seen it a lot at ZonRush. Before we onboard a client for a launch, for example, we make sure that their listings are indexed for the keywords that they want to rank for, because if they try to launch their product without being indexed for those keywords, so if those keywords are not even in the back end, the launch is not going to work. So that's something we do to ensure our clients are getting ranked on page one. So something you can do right now, if you're starting to see that you're not showing up maybe within the top 5 pages, no matter what you're doing, like promotions, PPC, you name it, and you still can't seem to move the needle on an improved keyword rank, it's probably because you don't have the exact phrase or the exact keyword combination in your backend. And we use a tool called Helium Ted. You can check it out. And basically what you can do with Helium 10 is you can put in the keywords, and when you're and your ACID, and you'll go ahead and have it run an index search, and it'll do several index searches for you, and you can see within a few seconds if you're indexed or not. And if you're not indexed, all you have to do is put those exact phrases in your backend when you're editing your listing under the backend search terms and save, and that's it. That way you can ensure that you're just that little bit, just that little tweak of adding those keywords to your backend that a lot of Amazon sellers actually overlook can make the difference between you being ranked on page 1 and you being somewhere in the land of obscurity on Amazon. And the third way you can optimize your Amazon SEO is when you're writing your title, make sure that the very first 100 characters have your main keyword phrase in the first 100 characters. Now, in most categories, Amazon allows up to 200 characters in the title, but they give the most weight from what we've seen to the first 100 characters. So make sure your main keyword phrase is in there. That way you know for certain that you'll be able to rank much quicker for those keywords. And if you want a more detailed breakdown of how to write a perfect Amazon listing and to really beef up your SEO, I reverse engineered some 8-figure listings that will help you see what the 8-figure sellers are doing as opposed to everyone else and what makes them a best seller. So if you go ahead and check out this next video coming up, I'm going to show you how to write a best-selling listing for your product so that way you can beef up not only your SEO but your conversions, because that's very important on Amazon. You don't want to just get traffic, but you actually want people to convert once they land on your listing, and the best way to do that is to make sure that your listing is already fully optimized. So check out this next video coming up, and of course, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video so that way I know you're loving this content.